Hi, my name's John Trumble. I'm with the Department of Entomology at the University of California in Riverside. And we presented today a talk on sampling, development of a binomial sequential sampling approach for psyllids in potatoes. And I just wanted to give you a brief outline of some of the key results. Casey Butler did much of this work, and he sampled potato fields in Riverside and in Orange counties in California, and we sampled over a period of 2 years. We looked at a group of different varieties of plants. We looked at all the stages of the plants and found that the sampling plans that we could put together could be generalized across varieties and across stages. Very simply, what he found was that most psyllids, probably 4/5 of the psyllids, are found on the edges of the field. So it's most efficient to sample the edges. We also found that a considerable majority of the psyllids were found on the bottom of the leaves. And because Casey examined entire plants, he was able to determine that, in fact, most of the psyllids could be found on either the top of the plant or the middle of the plant. So subsequently developed a sampling plan that was based on sampling the bottom of the leaves from the top of the plant and taking 2/3 of our samples from the edge of the field and 1/3 from the center of the field. And we chose to work in the center of the field too because we think it's a mistake not to sample the entire field when you're looking for the psyllids, because outbreaks can occur centrally, even though they tend to occur on the edges first. We calculated a whole series of dispersion indices using all of the data that Casey was able to develop and found that they were pretty much in agreement. The populations are highly aggregated in the field. We then looked at a number of different sampling plans and settled on a binomial sequential sampling plan initially developed by Iwao. And we were able to produce what we think is a series of 3 different sampling plans for use early in the season, in the middle of the season, and very late in the season. And when you use those and how you use those is going to be dependent upon when and how your crop is going to be marketed. If it's fresh market, it'll change the way you use these, and you can see in our presentation precisely what effect that will have.